Hi, my name is Elvie, and I'm a Draconic and Draconian High Priestess, and today I want to start a new series with you guys on dressing candles for the 9 Draconic elements. Most people are only familiar with the 5 elements: earth, air, water, spirit, and fire. But in Draconic witchcraft, there is earth, air, fire, water, spirit, light, dark, chaos, and Maelstrom. And the element that I want to start with today is air. Air, I use a yellow candle, and you can do it on these little candles or these candles, it doesn't matter. Off camera, I went ahead and cleansed my candles. For this one, it had a huge sticker on it, so I had to scrape that off. And if you ever want a tip on how to get all of that gunk left after stickers, let me know and I'll make a video. If I was doing it on this candle, I would carve the runes that I plan to use into the candle, and then I would dress it with some oils and then put my herbs and things around the outside of the candle so I could stick it there and light it like that. But I'm doing this candle today because I don't want a fire hazard. I'm not going to put any herbs directly into my candle because that can cause these to explode, and I don't want to be responsible for anyone having a candle explode in their house, and I really don't want to catch my house on fire. We just bought it a couple months ago. What I do for these, instead of putting the herbs in, I infuse the herbs that I want to use in oils, and then I add the oils in. Now, most people know about the Elder Futhark runes. That's what a lot of people use. But I also specialize in the dragon runes. These are a huge part of my practice. And this deck is actually one that I created. It's a double deck because I am a Vluva and a Draconic witch. So I wanted the best of both worlds into my own deck. And I couldn't find anything like that, so I made it myself. I'm going to be using the runes, but if you are more comfortable using sigils that you've created, feel free to use those because it's whatever fits your practice the best. I'm going to start with the Elder Futhark bind rune that I use for the element of air, because most people are more familiar with the Elder Futhark runes over the Draconic runes. So we're going to start with that first. The 2 runes that I use together are Yara and Gabo, because together they represent water and the cycles of protection and partnership. Go ahead and draw on the candle, and then I will show you when I am finished. Now that I've got that finished, I am going to add on my Draconic rune on the other side. For the Draconic runes, I'm going to use the rune Ra, which means water, and it also represents curiosity, meditation, patience, emotions, serenity, and persistence. Go ahead and draw this on my candle now. Now that I have that done, I'm going to go ahead and add my oils. You can make your own oils with whatever herbs you use to represent air. I have a Draconic element oil that I make, as well as a oil for Jormungandr that I use because he is a huge part of my practice. And then I also have some dragon alchemy oil, so I'm going to go ahead and add those now. Behind me, I'm just popping in here. This is future Elvie that remembered that I wanted to add in some feathers for my chickens to represent air. So I'm going to do that, come right back and show you just a second. So it looks a bit dorky, but I wanted to incorporate them because the feathers represent air, but they also represent cleansing and so many other things. So I wanted to add that to my candle. Okay, now back to past Elvie. Now that I have that done, I'm going to set it aside to use later because I plan to make all 9 candles for the elements and then use them for circle for rituals and things like that. Now that is done, I hope you had a great experience and I hope you enjoyed the video. If you ever have questions about anything, please feel free to message me or post it in the comments, especially if you have questions about the dragon runes. I'm always excited to talk about those and get more people interested in them. I do work full-time right now as an author. I mostly write fantasy books and paranormal romance books, but I am working on a book for the dragon runes, as well as a fantasy novel that is based on a lot of Draconian and Draconic witchcraft. Next element that I plan to work on is fire. So I'll be doing that tomorrow. And if you have any questions in the meantime, please don't hesitate to ask. I hope you all have a wonderful day, and I'll see you later. Bye! For the Draconic runes, I'm going to use the rune Ra, which means water. And did you hear that? I said it meant water because this rune means water. Instead of Ra, we needed to use Ma. So I went ahead, scratched that one off, fixed it, and I wanted to do water today. So that's why I was like, oh my god, I need to fix that. The bind rune that I used is the one that I use for air, even though for some reason I called it water in that video. I was having a bad week that week. So now, here in a bit, I'm going to do a video using Ra to make a water candle.